Rahm Emanuel won re-election today in Chicago's first mayoral runoff. The former White House chief of staff faces a second chance to make Chicago a better place to live. As we know, Emanuel was forced to campaign at full force to beat Cook County Commissioner Jesús Chuy García. Emanuel raised far more money than Garcia, ran a multitude of ads, and also had support from none other than his former boss, President Barack Obama, who cast an early ballot for him from Washington. Now, the mayor faces huge obstacles in his second term, from fixing one of the worst-funded pension systems of any major city in America, to curbing inner-city violence, education systems collapsing in poor neighborhoods, and then confronting labor unions that just spent millions trying to defeat him. Nick, this is one of the most interesting races that we've seen in lately, and now we know the results.
Yeah, it was a real kind of underdog kind of thing coming from Chuy Garcia, but I think this kind of underlines the whole theory that the guy with the most money will win the election, and inevitably, I mean, we see that 95% of people who are wealthier will win the election. So,
not only that, I mean, the work that Emanuel first term did catered precisely to the richer population of Chicago. He lengthened the school day. He spent almost $500 million speeding up the trains from the city. He balanced four budgets. Chicago was named one of the most important business centers in the world last year. They are expanding corporate facilities at a really, really fast rate. But obviously that resonated really, really well with the rich downtown folks. But what is going on with the impoverished population of the city? And not only that, the workers of the city. There are two main topics that are what Emanuel gonna have to face in his second term. One, closing schools down. There's big controversy. He closed 50 schools down, but at the same time, he spent tens of millions of public funds to create a new basketball arena for DePaul University. So people is angry at him for that reason. Water rates have doubled, and one of the big challenges is the city's problem with their pension system.
A big problem. Chicago needs to pay $1 billion to pension funds for teachers and city workers. $1 billion for a city like Chicago. That's a lot of money for any city, especially Chicago. I mean, we're talking something equivalent to that would be raising property taxes 150%, or actually hiring 4,300 additional police officers on the streets of Chicago. So that's a lot of money that they could be spending on
It's not only that. The problem is that the big scope, that is the money that needs to be paid to, the money that is needed to pay the benefits as accorded right now. The big problem is that they are 20 billion on deficit with all the pension systems of the city. So that's a big topic that he's gonna have to address. And well, we'll see. Tell us what you think. Do you think that Rahm Emanuel is ready to do a better job in his second term? And please, if you haven't, subscribe to the Lib TV.